First of all, I think your analysis was very straight line. History doesn't run in a straight line.
Kid, you cannot tell your neighbor he is stealing ducks when you are stealing phones.
As High Commissioner, I was wrong. As Charandas Prasad, I reacted naturally how any person would have.
I did not come here for that kind of abuse. I did not come here for that kind of abuse. If you're going to go down that road, I'll walk off.
But it's all okay once they're talking. If they weren't talking, I could not have been here today.
You got ADHD. I got nothing.
Calm down.
I think I've done enough in terms of taking our team out of trouble from losing.
Tomorrow, Taylor. That's good. I'm reading the script now, and the first person that comes to my mind to play a detective,
yes,
but an erratic detective is Mikhail Rodriguez.
Why an African slap an Indian? Why a man and slap a woman? No, you deal with that. You deal with that.
We must encourage platforms like this because it brings together different people and allows for discussions to take place in our country on a multiplicity of fundamental issues.
You apologizing for something you think I did is wrong. I don't want you to do that, and you should not have done that. Hi there, welcome to the live call-in program of the Freddie Kissoon Show. As you know, we do this every Friday evening, live call-in program. The two numbers are on the screen. One is the landline of Daybreak News in the studio here. The other is my cell phone. My cell phone can work, so it doesn't have WhatsApp. But when you call me, the viewers can hear loud and clear. So, a pleasant Friday evening to you. We won't be here Saturday and Sunday. We don't have program Saturday and Sunday. So, wishing you an enjoyable Mashramani holiday. We are, and we're supposed to be, we ought to be one nation, one destiny, enjoying all the important dates in our calendar year. The Wali, the Muslim holiday, Eid al-Azha, the Hindu holidays, Republic Day, all of those holidays belong to us. We're part of Guyana. We are one of the most pleasant people in the world, one of the most caring people of the world. Never mind the 1 and 2 bad eggs you find in the police force. Never mind the 1 and 2 lazy public servants you find. Public servants, police, soldiers work very hard, and I've said it on this program so many times. I would say it again unapologetically. They need significant increase in salaries. Look, 6 soldiers got shot defending us, defending this country. So, Mashramani is here, and it's our holiday. Forget about which government or which time it was ushered into. We are maybe Hindus, Muslim, Christians, but we have to observe with respect our national holidays, because when we do that, we get an understanding of other cultures. So, once again, tomorrow, Sunday and Monday, please take care on the road. Enjoy yourself. Let your hair down. The sweet bird of youth doesn't return, so you have to enjoy yourself. I have one kid, and I told her, youth will not return. And when she doesn't enjoy herself, and she looks out the window when she is 50 and see the effervescence of youth, she may regret it. So I told her, go and enjoy herself. Go and enjoy yourself for the next 3 days, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Respect other people's pathways. Respect other people's right to disagree with you, but go and enjoy yourself. I am in my 70s, and I did enjoy myself. I had a wonderful time in Canada when I was studying. I had a wonderful time at UG, and I made good friends, and I met good people, and they made a difference in my life. I met a woman that I fell in love with at first sight, and certainly enjoyed the 46 years we were together. So go and enjoy yourself. My wife and I had nice times in Canada when we were studying, and we helped the Grenadian people when it was the Maurice Bishop government. I was an advisor to the government, and she helped to set up a chemistry department in one of the high schools. So again, go and enjoy yourself tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday. Let your hair down. Even if you don't have any hair, it doesn't matter. Let your hair down and go and enjoy Mashomani. And then just around the corner, it's Pagwa. Go and enjoy Pagwa. And just around the corner after Pagwa is one of the biggest celebrations in the calendar year, Easter. I look out of my window, which overlooks the Atlantic seawall, and I no other time in the year I see so much people on the parapet of the Turkine seawall. So call in and let's hear what is happening, what is on your mind. I have two things that are on my mind, and I am going to discuss it with you. It said so in the advertisement, two damnifying, unnerving things that I encountered this week that should not happen, and one hope it stops as early as yesterday. No country should, no population should go through what I saw and went through last week. So I will tell you more about that if you have anything to say before I do my little introductory thing. It's 231-2982. That's my cell, 614-5927. So let's talk about what I experienced this week. And I can't think of anybody could justify what I'm about to describe. It just doesn't gel with modern thinking. It doesn't gel with the concern for people. I hope I get through with these two things I want to discuss with you. Good evening.
Hi, good evening, Dr. Freddie.
Yes?
Yeah, I called to tell you I'm disappointed about the cash grant distribution in terms of the hello?
Yes, I'm listening. I must stay silent. I'm listening to you.
Yeah, the disappointed with the ministry for not facilitating the pensioners, especially for this year. Last year, the distribution was done by the NIS, but this year, the cash grant distribution is done between with the pensioners and the regular people, like the below the age of 65, and it was not organized. So
where did you collect your stuff? Where?
no, I didn't collect it. I observed the
Oh. But you still to collect yours.
no, I didn't collect my own as yet.
But go collect yours. I will agree with you. Those over 65 should have had a number of centers and days on their own. The government has the database. They could know it's 78,000 persons spread around the whole of Guyana, and therefore Barbicians wouldn't clash with the pensioners in Essequibo, and Lower East Coast wouldn't clash with Lower East Bank. You have the database for the pensioners. They should have set it up. I just hope other cash grants in the future they will learn from it.
Yeah, but the ministry failed the pensioners in 2023.
Yes, I was there. I saw what happened. I left with my wife, right?
Yeah, 2023 they failed them because of the.
Yeah, I left. I wasn't going in there for that one-off thing with what I saw at the mosque in Turkine.
Yeah, there was in 2023 that spent nearly 2.5 hours average time in 2023. In 2024, ending part of December, to get the one-off of the 100,000.
I think it's 24. I think it was that last year. My wife and I came away.
Yeah, I just pointing out these things to you. So it's a failure from the Ministry of Human Service to not setting up along with the government to facilitate the pensioners who are the
No, but that's not human. So that thing was directly organized and shaped and architectured by the Ministry of Finance. The Ministry of Finance should have sent over the checks for the pensioners and let Human Service do that. But that thing was Ministry of Finance.
We just hope that in the future, when I think by this year, the pensioners should be getting the $500,000 if they decide, because sooner or later the pensioners will die out. So at least surprise them something. The government should start thinking about the pensioners, stop thinking about all the different things that they want to do. Because remember, the pensioners never enjoy nothing. This is the first time after 60 years. Now they would be enjoying something, and they was in this struggle a very long time.
Well, you are talking to one of the pensioners who spent 26 years at UG. My last salary was $169. Just imagine that, $169.
Dr. Freddie, I know you fighter since from day one.
And let me tell you something. If any pensioner need 500,000, this is a crazy country. When Abdu was in government, they increased Hamilton Green's prime minister pension way back. He was the last time he was prime minister was 1992, and in 2016 they increased his pension. Somebody at UG should increase my salary for those days I worked for 1.6 or something. But that is Guyana. What look, I've always said to callers and to people, just try to be happy. This is a.
I want to find out something. You still got a fight in you, and if given the chance, you would see you perform.
No, I'm finished with that. I'm finished with that. Let me.
I still see that there's a fight in you.
No. I've given since I was 16. I was a PPP polling agent in St. Thomas More Primary School in Durban Street, and I saw them winning the elections. From 68 onwards, I've given all my time and energy, much to the. And what you look around and what do you see? I'm gonna speak to viewers and tell them what I saw this week, and in the advertisement for this program, I said I'd like to hear the reaction of two. So
another thing, Dr. Freddie, we should do like when before the call-in, you could hold the line and make your...
No, I don't want to do that. The Friday night is totally assigned to callers to speak.
How you would get out your point then?
Well, I would have to do that in another...
You could try it in a way at 3 minutes.
No. Once callers, for example, I was going to say it and you call, so I gave you preference to speak about the pension.
Okay.
So
we hope for the 500,000.
Who said pensioners going to get 500,000?
Huh?
Where you heard that from?
No, I got a vision.
Oh, you got a vision. Oh, you like Don Quixote. You must read that book with Don Quixote. It's called The Man from La Mancha. Perhaps the best fictional book I've ever read.
Okay. Well, Dr. Freddie, I want to thank you very much.
Okay.
You have a good day.
Okay, you too.
Good. Bye.
So, let me... Yeah? Go on. You're on the air.
Hello, good night.
Yeah, man. Go on.
Right, I have a concern. I very much... Hello?
Yeah. Remember, I can't talk when you're talking, but I'm here.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I have a concern which I would like the Reverend Authority to...
Go on. What happened to you?
Yeah, I there on the shoulder of the road. That is so dangerous. The sand has a depth like 8 inches. Now you who...
I've seen it today. It's on the Clive Lord Drive. Clive Lord Drive is from the Kitty Pump Station to Sheriff Street. And the trucks, the sand is falling down, and it's on the shoulder of the road. What you're talking about, I saw this afternoon when I was going to the seawall, and I will see it when I'm going home tonight.
Right, but this is not in Georgetown. This is on the West Bank, right? This is on the West Bank from Sale area there. Now you who riding a bicycle,
Yeah.
or riding some motorbike or whatever, and these big trucks, they don't have no respect for you.
They're supposed to cover. It's a requirement. They're supposed to cover it.
Right, but what's saying, I agree with you on that note, but what's my greatest concern is if the relevant authority could look into it and get these stands removed from the shoulder of the road. Because the road is getting thinner in width. The width is being taken up because the stand is spreading out more on the road.
I hope your voice echoes in the relevant authorities' offices.
Because this is more the NDC around Sale areas should really take hold and look at it, because it's very dangerous, very, very dangerous. You, like me, I ride a motorbike, and when I ride...
Yeah, you can skid. Sun can skid you on the road. Yeah.
So I will be happy, whoever may be listening, if they could possibly pass this message on to those who is in charge of this.
Well, this program been going on for 2.5 years, and they only listen if you say something bad about them. You bet if in the next few minutes you say something terrible, you won't bet they're going to hear, or somebody's going to tell them. But anyway, Saul, thanks for coming through.
Thank you too, Freddie. Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Have a blessed night, buddy.
Yeah, you too. Good. So let me tell you what is in the advertisement today on this program, in which the advertisement say, let us have your reaction to 2 undamnifying, unnerving things that happened this week. So here we go. I had a flat tire, and so I live on UG Road and the railway embankment. From 7 to 9, you cannot travel on the railway embankment from Sheriff Street right down up the East Coast. Going east, you can only go west on the railway embankment from 7 to 9. So I got a flat, and the vulcanizing shop is on the railway embankment at Cummins Lodge. For me to get that, I cannot go east on the railway embankment. So I came out, took UG Road, and went to Industry so I could come on the railway embankment, traveling west to stop at the vulcanizing shop. I couldn't come out of Industry Main Road. They were widening Industry Main Road, and there was total confusion. If I had known that, I would not have gone. I would have waited and gone up east of the railway embankment. Now, you couldn't come out of the main road of Industry. And then when you come out, there is construction going on. Good evening. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, you're on the air.
The Frederick Kissoon show?
Yes, go on, we're listening. Are you hearing me?
I don't think it's...
Are you hearing me, sir?
Yes.
Well, go on. You know which people call, want to get you? You're holding up the line. Good. So, hello?
Hello.
Good night, sir.
Good night, Mr. Kissoon.
Good night.
Hello, Mr. Kissoon. Sure? Mr.
Yes,
Kissoon?
yes. Go. So you're hearing me? I said good night.
Yes, good night, sir. Last week I was listening to the caller. I listened to the caller say I could get a problem with the post office. Hello?
I'm hearing you, sir.
Yes. Last week I listened to the caller say what the caller say. Yeah, the caller says that you're getting problem at the passport office, but me and Mrs. Rendell. Hello? Oh, somebody there on the line.
Sir, go on. Are you hearing me, sir?
Yes, I hear.
Well, go on. Go on, speak. Tune down your volume or something is making noise.
Okay, sir. And me and Mrs. went to the post office at the passport office, and we get through the passport.
Okay.
Yeah, we get through the passport 2 weeks. We went there. By the time we went there for about 6 o'clock. But 3 hours after we get the passport.
Okay,
that's. I mean, Mrs. went there and get the passport at the same time.
Okay, I'm glad that has happened. It should happen to thousands of other Guyanese. I'm glad about that. Let me take this call here now. Thanks for coming through.
No, I got one more to tell you.
Yeah. Go on. The other phone is. Hello? Hello?
Hi, good evening, Freddie.
Good evening.
Good evening,
All right, Freddie, I have to say this. My support for the people here always been steadfast.
Yeah, I know that.
But however, I have noticed some corruption that is being popping up, and this thing is hurting me, and it's hurting. I am hurt, and I'm not going to stay quiet about it. I've noticed a minister. I don't want to call name, but
No, don't call him.
no, I will not. But Freddie, I'm not going to stay quiet to this anymore. I am going to continue to support the people. I will not stay quiet. It means I am corrupted also if I do stay quiet about it.
Okay. Well, I know you're quite an outspoken man, and I'd like to thank you for your patronage. The 2.5 years you've been keeping our company on Friday evenings. Thank you very much, and you have an open invitation to sit down with us and chat with us when you come to Guyana.
Thank you very much, Freddie.
Okay, that's it, man?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay, so I was telling you about 2 things that you need to know, and I'd like to hear your reaction. So I came out after a long wait from industry because they're widening industry main road. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Mr. Good evening.
Yeah?
My contribution to the program here is this guy that I don't know what the form is yet, right? But in my world, I don't know where he gets doctorate from. The guy with the leg bottom. That's an idiot.
Okay.
Right? How these guys want to be the leaders of this country. Come on, and all they have the vested is to divide people continuously. Not the guy that even can't talk properly. He's sickening.
You what?
I say he's sickening.
Okay. Well, I guess freedom of speech, but freedom of speech has its restrictions. What he did there certainly violated the right to speak. Anything else? Anything else, sir?
No, have a good night, sir.
Okay, thanks for coming through. Good. I have to tell you about these 2 things that I saw that should not happen in Guyana. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. I always try to do all right.
Okay. It's so nice to hear that you're all right. But I am okay also because I have received my cash grant, and I want to thank the government for the cash grant that I have gotten, because it really come in good use for me, and I really appreciate what this government is doing all the time since they're in power, it's a reality. You know, Mr. Kissoon, and these things, right, what is happening in this country is just like when Jesus Christ walked this earth. You know, he do all them miracles. There's so much things people see that he has done, and still some people say he didn't do nothing. You really got some ungrateful people in this country, right? I tell you. But it's them choice of doing what they're doing. They're just it's like the politician them blind them for not see what they're supposed to see. The politician them, the opposition them wants to show them people is things that really what happened. They want them to see is not happening. You understand? So what are you gonna do, right?
Okay, sir. Okay. Thanks for coming through. Bye-bye. Good. This is the part of the Freddie Kissoon show in which we ask people all over the world to share their views. Good evening.
Hello, good evening, sir. I just want to bring to your attention last Sunday evening. Hello?
Yes, yeah, I'm listening.
I was traveling from East Bankers to coming home to Boy Beach. And we got caught up in a horrible traffic jam from Enmore to over John to...
You know something? Stop right there. You are, I don't know what goes through your head, but you have brought up a subject which is part of the advertisement for this program this evening.
I
still haven't got a chance to talk about what happened.
Was terrible, man.
You think it's you have you,
hour 20 minutes I was in that line.
You better wait for you still got through. You should listen after this phone call if I get a chance to tell you what I saw this week. You still moved. I could.
It was over 3 hours in the line.
Yeah.
Was a funeral, I understand, on the East Coast, and I know what kind of matters was going on.
You see, when you have those things, listen, sir. When you have those, listen.
I'm listening you.
I live in Georgetown, and I live at Turkine, and all over the place at Turkine, what you call the Rupert Craig Highway, all over this place have cameras. Now, if you have a buildup of traffic that is affecting the free flow of traffic, those cameras could inform the authorities, look, at Pleasance, there's a terrible thing going on there, and send some ranks. That is like...
No ranks on that road.
How could... So what are these cameras for? Look.
I think the authorities were aware of this, but nobody did anything.
Look, you stayed...
Quiet out and people got their way, and then the traffic started to move.
You stayed... This traffic could move if the
normal city, we have a daily traffic problem. I'm talking on a Sunday afternoon coming home, and you had a funeral on the road here.
Look, my wife and I we have an appointment at the deeds registry at 10.
I suppose people lost their flight that night going to airport.
Yeah, of course, people did. Anyway, thanks for coming through, man.
Okay, thank you.
I will talk about this traffic thing. Thanks. Hello? Hello?
Freddie?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Pardon me?
Freddie Kissoon show?
Yes, you're on the air. Go on.
Freddie, this cash grant again.
The cash...
I'm calling you about.
Yeah.
These people, they give it all the cash grant. They set a public address saying pensioners and disabled person should go to the place to collect any money, that they will drop it over.
Yeah.
Eventually, I had 2 appointments with the doctor, so Doris and today. and I couldn't go because I'm still waiting on these people. But before that, I went there Wednesday afternoon with the intention with my wife to collect this money. They said no, over 65, they were dropping the home. And these people coming just inside my place. You know, they came here Thursday. Yesterday is Thursday. They came yesterday. They came the other day, and they dropped my check. You know, I don't know what's the matter with these people. That was the same thing with the COVID, where they come to say, I'm not living there, and I never got that money. So I'm afraid that I won't get my money. Something is totally wrong with these people. You know, there is something wrong with these people. And they claimed last week Friday, and I was home all day Friday. I was all day home yesterday. I postponed my doctor's appointment.
Oh my!
Today again, I postponed again my doctor's appointment.
You have my sympathy, sir. You do.
Thank you, Freddie. But what you can do about this situation? The vice president say people will get their money. Will get their money when if they stop giving it at the place where they say that you know they delivering was the gas grant. But they've finished. Yeah, then when you get this money again, you got to go back in another lineup again.
One of the things I didn't understand, if you look at the screen, you can see I don't have a WhatsApp phone. I don't have a smartphone. Yeah. And I didn't know for my area that it starts from the 4th to the 8th. Apparently you have to go on the website of the Ministry of Finance. But I thought they put those things in the papers.
Yeah, exactly, man. These people are frustrated. You know, I don't know what to say with those people.
Anyway, sir, all I could say, I hope you collect your money as a citizen.
Where did you get it? Tomorrow is Saturday. I have to wait another day to stay home again. Hoping that they will come.
Where do you live?
I live in Metropolitan.
Okay, well.
And they went to the public health system. Pensioners and persons with disability do not come to the
Right. And yet,
stay home.
Right.
Stay home, you'll get it at home.
In other words, you can't win. You can't win at all.
You can't win at all. But I tell you something. I didn't get a COVID grant. I made complaint. And nothing was done. And if I don't get this grant, they will definitely lose it.
No, man. You definitely...
They will definitely coming election, they will definitely lose my vote. And I expect my family not to go to.
No, man, you got...
the system is wrong.
Do everything you can to get your cash grant. You're entitled to it.
Oh, what else you could do, Freddie? If I went to the door and I said go home, and they will drop you over 65.
But why did you went to the door when you were there? Why they tell you they're going to drop it at your home? All you have to say, don't drop it at my home, I'm here.
Yeah, that's it.
What nonsense is that, man?
They don't have the cash out of them.
Anyway, sir, thanks for coming through. Let me take this call.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Freddie Kissoon.
Yes, sir. Go on. I'm listening to you.
Good night.
Yeah, go on.
I just want to ask you a question.
Yeah, you can ask me any question.
I have my mom. She's 75 years old. And she working at the estate approximately about 15 years. She never gets NIS. She never collects no kind of NIS. She living overseas right now. And when I asked how she can get her NIS, they tell me to bring her in. I said, okay. When I asked how she
I don't know if that's true, sir. I don't know if to get your pension, you have to live 2 years in the country. I cannot, I don't want to go and say that publicly. There are thousands of people that listen to this program, and then I mislead them. I don't know if that is so.
That's what I told me, so that's why I don't want to see my mom.
Who told you which NIS office told you that?
And I'm Barbie.
For someone to get their pension, they have to live. But that doesn't make sense. That cannot be so.
That's what the post office told.
That cannot be so. How would they know you were not in Guyana for 2 years? If you produce your ID card to say what is your age, you're automatically registered for pension.
I don't know, but that's what they told me in the post office.
You're talking about the senior citizen pension or NIS pension?
Old age pension.
No, the NIS don't deal with that. Post office.
NIS told me she has to come in and produce her.
That is for her NIS. That is for her NIS benefits, right?
Yeah.
For senior citizen.
The old age pension, they told me she
No, NIS don't deal with that. You have to go to the Ministry of Social Services and register there. NIS don't.
I want to know if that's true. You have to live 2 years straight.
No, that's not true. That's not true. You go to the Ministry of Social Services, produce your ID card, and once you're over 65, they will register you for your pension. How would
that not sound right to me?
How would if you live 5 years outside and you come in Guyana and you have your Guyanese ID card and you say, listen, I would like to have my old age pension. How would they know you were outside unless they ask you for proof of address? And you could say, what happens if you don't have, what happens if you live with your son and he pays the light bill? I don't think, first of all, the NIS does not deal with old age pension, so they can't tell you that. So ignore that completely.
No, I'm not talking, I'm saying that NIS is different.
Yeah, but who told you have to wait 2 years, live 2 years in the country?
The NIS told me she has to produce her NIS card and...
NIS told you that for what? Old age pension or NIS benefits?
Benefits.
Right.
That's okay. NIS is okay, I understand that.
Right. Now, who told...
When I asked for her old age pension...
NIS doesn't deal with old age pension.
No, they separate. I went to the post office to find out how I could go about to get her...
The post office don't deal with old age pension. They simply distribute the money to you when you go with your pension book. For you to get old age pension, you have to register at one of the offices at the Ministry of Social Services. NIS is totally out. I don't...
No, I'm not talking about the NIS. That's different. But I already settled that.
Okay. Well, for your old age pension, your mother or you with authorization has to go to the Ministry of Social Services. I went there to register. My wife went there to register when we reached 65.
Okay, my mom is 75. She never collects old age pension. Now she wants to come. I said, okay, I will bring you, but I don't know how you're going to get it. So when I went to the post office and I find out, the lady at the post office told me she has to live 2 years.
Well, I've just corrected that for you. Post office people don't have any authority to tell you that.
Okay. So where I have to go?
Ministry of Social Services. There is a section there that deal with registering senior citizens when they reach 65.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Freddie.
Okay. Bye-bye. Good. So let's see. Good evening. Good evening. Do you know how many people are waiting to call? You're holding up the line. Good. Hello?
Hi, good night, Freddie.
Good evening.
What the man is saying there is right. I took my father-in-law to the Ministry of Social Service, right?
And they say you have to live in Guyana for 2 years?
He was living in Canada for a couple of years, came back close to 2 years now. They say you got to first to give you a letter and say you go to the passport office and you get a record of your in and out travel, and you had to wait 2 years after they could give you your pen.
No, but hold a second. They could only know that if you told them that you were out of the country. Hold on. Mary Smith is out of the country. She is 62.
No. They ask why they didn't collect it all the time.
Well, what happens if you tell them you didn't know about it, you were not interested, but now you know? How can they doubt?
That was lying. So he tell them that he was away and he come back and is
well, that is where the problem lies. I am telling you, if Mary Smith if Mary Smith was 62 and she went out of the country and she came back 5 years after she's 67 and she go to the Ministry of Social Service and said, I want my old age pension. My daughter and son told me that I could get my old age pension. If they say to her, why didn't you collect it? If you say to them, well, I don't know, I didn't really bother with it, but my children told me that I could collect it now. They cannot know that she was out of the country.
Okay, well, he didn't lie. He tell him he was over.
Well, that's the problem. That's the problem.
So you gotta, once you live outside and for a quick period of time, you gotta go to the passport office, carry your passport, and they're gonna see how long you was away. And then when the 2 years elapsed, then you come back.
Okay, well, that's where the problem lies. I went to register, my wife went to register, and nobody asked us how long we were out the country. They just register us.
He's 70, so you remember 6 to 5 years after, you know.
It's a problem. If it should be a problem if they say to him, if he say to them, I didn't want to collect all the time, but now things are bad with me and I want to collect. They cannot challenge that. If he says, well, he was honest. He was honest and he said he was out of the country. I mean, his honesty should be respected. But when he said that, you have to follow the ministry's procedure now.
Well, he got 3 months more to make 2 years. So you're going to wait. All right. So the man got some kind of thing in it, right?
Okay. Right. I'm glad you cleared that up. But the post office couldn't tell. The post office probably told us that that's correct. But he probably told the post office his mother is away. Okay, sir. Thanks a lot for coming through.
All right, sir.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hello. Is this the Freddie Kissoon?
Yeah. You're on the air. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. I would like us to have a little minute discussion on this election rigging case that seems to be taking an eternity to start. You know what I mean?
Well, it started, sir.
As a Guyanese, I am disappointed by the fact. I mean, let us say, Freddie, that we have somebody who's a thief. He is charged. He goes in front of the court, and there's no delay. And that man is sent down for larceny or so. But this is a situation where people try to steal a whole country. And I'm disappointed in the judiciary. I mean, for me, the judiciary has been disappointing since 2020. With all these electoral rulings that were overturned at the CCJ, it led us to believe that, the judiciary is not impartial at this point in time. And I mean, with these delays, I mean, we had a start last year, then for 3 months, no start, then a restart, then we had to start again. I mean, this thing needs closure. These people who try to steal this country in public view, Freddie, they need to be dealt with so that this thing never happens to us in Guyana again. It was terrible living in this country for 5 months, Freddie. To know that you tried as a citizen to have your vote counted. And it is not fair that the judiciary is not giving us justice. Something needs to be done. I mean, you can't postpone a case from the 20-something of February to March 17th and you're taking people testimony. This thing should be uninterrupted. This trial should be uninterrupted,
so
sir.
that's almost 20-something days there won't be a trial.
Yeah, I mean, when you come back, then come back and say, well, we got to call back these people, we got to
I can believe when I can believe.
I am of the opinion, sir, that this is a legitimate legal game that's been played on the Guyanese people, and it brings us back to 2020 March, where the same games were being played in the respective courts. When people literally knew that 34 was greater than 33, and 33 was greater than 32, but we had to go to court to find out the Ireland and nursery school that 33 greater than 32. And I mean, people have made a mockery of the judiciary system in this country with all these cases that they're taking. And the most important case of all, Freddie, is that this electoral case needs to be tried. We need to have people punished for trying to subvert the will of the people, bro. We need that. I am calling on the judiciary to expedite this case so that we could have justice. We sat there for 5 months as Guyanese who voted and could not have had our vote counted in the right manner. We had all these machinations and mathematics and people subtracting votes and deciding what is valid votes, and 100 and something thousand votes to be set aside. No, the real issue in this country is that the parties that are responsible for this rigging, they are trying to put smoke screen all over this country about corruption and all these things. These are smoke screen. They are the biggest corruptors. They try to steal this entire country, bro. And we got to get this thing right. This thing can't go on, sir. We got to get an uninterrupted trial for 30 straight days and let this thing be over and done with. This thing is not going fair, sir.
All right, sir.
These people give us a hard time for 5 months. We were deprived of a government, a legal and legitimate government for 5 months in this country. And they have the audacity to talk about honesty and corruption. And I'm amazed that nobody has spoken about this, and nobody is talking about that $80 million that is missing from this Exxon bonus. Where did that money go, Freddie? If we want to speak about corruption, let's talk about that $80 million, bro. We need that. Thank you. I can't take much more of your time.
Okay, sir. Thanks. Bye-bye. Yeah, I was whole hour has gone, and I haven't got into what the advertisement for this program tonight is about. So let me see if I can tell you about the 2 things I saw this week that should not happen in Guyana, and I hope it comes to an end. I start with the first one. I went to get a flat tire inflated, and I couldn't go up Eastern Railway embankment because 7 to 9 you can't go. So I took in the street to come around and catch the vulcanizing shot. Hello.
Hi, Mr. Kissoon, good night.
Yeah, good evening.
I would like to ask you a personal question, right?
Yeah, you could ask me anything.
You and Mr. BCSR.
Yeah, I'm listening.
I'm just asking a question. I don't know if he's listening right now. Do you guys, let me say something, everybody talking about corruption about this government, right? Can you guys find out any good thing that this government has done?
Why you mixing me up with Bissessor? I write a daily column in the Chronicle, and I support the government. And on this program, I support the government. Why are you mixing me up with Bissessor? Bissessor and I are a million miles apart from each other in terms of our political views and political beliefs. I am surprised that you're so ignorant to ask me that.
Thank you. I want you to ask him for me.
Oh, you want me to ask him?
Yes.
I've asked him that several times.
And recognize and compliment the government for any good thing that they have done.
Well, next time I bring it on the program, you could ask him that. I do believe there are very, very good things President Ali has done, and he should be re-elected. Anyway, thanks for coming through. And I resent you mixing my politics up with Bissessar. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye. Good. So let me see if I can tell you about these two things that happened this week. I'm going to try. I've got to answer the phone because people coming in, they want to air their views. So I used industry to come out to the railway embankment, and I couldn't come out of industry. They were widening Industry Main Road. I eventually came out onto the railway embankment, and they're widening the railway embankment, and you couldn't make it. Eventually came out. I went up Rupert Craig Highway, reached up again with a snag. You had to wait because they're widening Carifesta Avenue. So they're widening Industry, they're widening railway embankment, and they're widening Carifesta Avenue, and I had to traverse all of that. That is good, but how can you do all of that at the same time? Good evening.
Good evening, Frederick Kissoon, Freddie Kissoon.
Yeah.
The call that talk about your life.
If what?
Your life.
This is a live program, yeah. People, it's going on live right now.
Okay. The call that talk about the regular election. I don't think anything will come out of that. Believe me, because I believe, there's not belief, the judiciary is unfair. I think they're picking side. The people, the judges, them, I'm just saying, they're picking side. And you could see that for when was for, I believe, when for Mingo or time, and when they want judge can rule the case, do the case, you can see naturally what they're trying to do. And that nothing would not come out to that. Nothing would not go to none. You believe me, none of them is not going to jail. None of them. They will run out, and you will see the same one is right now doing this case. You will see when it's meet a certain distance, she can't do it again. And next she'll come in again to start fresh again. That is what's going on. And ordinary people are going to jail. Them case going on, they come to jail. They waste time. So them just can do as they feel like, and they would nothing. That's why the people is always do what they got to do. They would never. I don't think I do. So I think if it was the opposite side, people would not in jail. Half of the PPP party would not in jail. All they want to live in jail by now. But you know, everybody know what's going on. People are blind and let's see. And the man right to say, but PNC is talking about corruption. That's the biggest fraud and biggest corruption. Biggest fraud and biggest corruption. My wife is talking about $18 million. $18 million all could do good for give people more bonus and the 100,000 what they give out. Nothing come out to that. Nothing. All these things are what is people. And I think they're going to make a terrible mistake. Who need to go to jail for the money and sure really penalty them. Believe me, I tell you. Politics is a dirty game. We know that. We know what's going on. Politicians don't want to harm politicians. The reason why I set up, that's my opinion. Why I set up? Because when they come out, they will get back harm. So I think that is how the system goes. I don't think anything will come out of that. They would only talk. Yes, to get people vote and think. Politics very dirty, very dirty. I follow it. My father followed it for so many years, something to 60 years. He was in the PPP party so many years, and he have never. When he speaks truth, he never get right, never. So that's why I don't follow up certain things. But I know, matter of fact, nothing would not come out of that. And we might live and dead, and God, they might dead and never go to jail. They'll never. I think go to jail. That's done. That's done there. That case will take long. And when it's near for me to the peak, somebody else got to take again. I'll start from fresh again. But that's how I think. That's my opinion. Thank you so much.
Okay, sir. Bye-bye. So the vice president said he was coming in the country and he reached up that thing at East Bank. Hear what I'm saying. there is no sane human in Guyana that should not be in appreciation that our infrastructure is developing, that we get nice 4-lane highways, but you can't do it all at the same time. You're going to affect people's psychology because they won't be able to get to where to do what they want to do. Good evening.
Hi, good night.
Yes, good night. Thanks for coming through. You're on there. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sir. I call in concern today. I was coming home from the airport. And there was 2 cops on the road there. Then guys blocked this whole road. The traffic, if you say traffic pursues, like had to come down to Georgetown. They just giving man 5, giving man 8 of their friends and got this traffic. I don't know if it's money they're collecting or not. But them guys don't have discretion. I don't know what system the police force got in this country.
They just held up the traffic to speak to people they know?
Yes, that's what's going on. And you know the line of traffic when what is going on the East Bank Road there.
When was this?
That was today. I talking about like about after 1 time. Somewhere between 1 o'clock to after 1. It's somewhere between from Susan to come down to you reach a land of Canaan. I know by before Jetu Lumber Yard there. Jetu where Jetu place is. When you're coming home from Canary side.
People are afraid of the police. I don't know.
Of course,
anyway.
sir. Things like that, if you have a hotline number, you call it for 1 time. What is doing that time on the road? They ain't stopping and checking for vehicle, but just hold the traffic up. And if you see the boring what's going on there.
And what are the cameras? Anyway, sir, thanks for informing us about that. I hope airing this will result in some discipline of those 2 policemen, but I doubt it. This is Guyana, man. Thanks for coming through.
Them guys don't overdo anything, man.
Okay. Thanks for coming through. Operator, could you put the monitors off? Operator, the monitors off. Hello?
Hi, good night.
Good night.
I'm calling from school, right? When he got about 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Pardon me? Could you speak up? Yeah? Hello?
Yeah. You listen to me?
Yeah, you have to speak up. Yeah, I'm listening.
Hi. On Wednesday afternoon, about 2 o'clock, the Ministry of Public Works issued a statement. They scraped the 2 sides of the road in the road about 2 feet, right? And I expect there to be 2 drains at the 2 sides and fill it up with brick and stone and so, and then they were covered with bitumen. However, the same night, about 9:12, they capped the road, but the same side of the road. And they put some pump. It is high, they're touching the sky. Right? Some people have low vehicles, and some people have high vehicles. Right? So the grazing out people care about that from the home in the front part I'm telling you about.
Oh my goodness.
So I don't know how the Ministry of Public Works is allowing their workers to do what they want. People in South live here, and the people cannot talk to them because nighttime sleeping, then they're covering the road. The minister was here some time ago with the president. I personally spoke to Mr. Edges about the front road with the bill, and I explained to him how the side of the road there are 2 trenches with the big truck wheel them in, and it's still there, right? I asked him to please, sir, when you go around, to please look at the road, and look at the trenches at the 2 sides. If something is done, now all you have to do is to dig a little trench at 2 sides and a little bricks, and then you can cap it, no problem. Now this road is a perfect road we had here. Only about 4 to 5 people need to complete the road. So what happens? That the same fine road that the truck them have to run on, the cars have to pull on the path. Now, this is something ridiculous.
All right, sir. Thanks for airing that.
I don't know if they don't have the engineers coming and check this work. Find out from people who live here what is the problem and how we can solve the problem.
Okay.
Now, when they were tapping this from road, the big strength, I went there, I measured road, and I call the ministry. I was put on to one Miss Reed. They said she is responsible for this. I talked to the lady very nice, and she was I'm going to send to look at the road.
Okay.
The road work, nobody cares.
All right. Good. All right. Let me take this call.
Anybody can come see the two both sides of the road, how the trends there.
Okay.
It reaches them. People have to pull in the corner.
Okay. Just hold on. Okay, sir. Let me take this call. Let me take this call, sir. Just hold on, sir. Okay. Thanks for coming through. Yes, go ahead.
Hey, good evening, Mr. Freddie. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
Quickly, I just want to say a few things. First of all, I would like to thank the government, for this cash grant that they've given to the citizens of Guyana.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people come out to say thank you. I know I've heard a lot of different views about it. It's too little. It's this, but look, the simple economic impact on that cash grant on our little village. I won't tell you exactly where I'm coming from, but around our village, there has been a mass this past 2 days. The people spending, you can see money circulating. People buying things, getting what they want, So I just want to thank the government. It's an extremely, powerful thing that they did to people, So many people, they really, really, a lot of people are buying groceries, People that don't really buy the amount, you see them buying the amount. I have a small business. I can tell you from a personal perspective, it's really have a positive impact on a lot of poor people's lives. That's one. Another thing is, I overheard some time ago, I think the president mentioned that both bridges, Demerara and Berbice, would be toll-free.
I don't know about Barbies. I know it's now government policy that the Demerara River Bridge would not carry a toll. That's now final. The government has announced that.
Okay, so I was the call probably a few months ago concerning the bridge at Kivu. I know you remember.
No.
And I asked you if you can, get that water for us here, to get that bridge to Kivu. I mean, I know it might not be in the near future, but that is be somewhere here in the pipeline, so you know that it's coming.
I know they need a bridge, yeah, sure.
Yeah, so maybe, something along that line. I don't know. You can help us get the water there.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Good. So the vice president said that he met up with the thing of the East Bank and he spoke about it. I do not think it's possible to widen, create more roads, at the same time. Let me tell you what I see happen this week, and it should not happen next year. The annual all conference at the Marriott Hotel. How can you... Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Kissoon.
Yeah.
I listened to a guy earlier said that he wouldn't get the cash grant. He said that he didn't get the COVID money. But all of these checks were coming, right? And all of these checks were distributed. They have a tracking device. So anybody who tamper with people check, they should call in the police, and the people who go with the people money, they have to give a count for it. Because that is $100,000. That is a CID. So I don't feel that what he's saying is right. Number two.
No, you miss what he said. You miss completely what he said. Forget about the COVID. He said he went to collect his money under the category of disabled and over 65 at Metamazog, and they told him no need to come we will come to your place. We are bringing the money to the pensioners and the disabled. And he said they haven't done that as yet. Now, his point was, he was right there, and they told him...
That's for that. There's lack of knowledge, because he's right there. You got to collect your money right there.
Right, that's what he doesn't understand.
And it's not here. You can't blame me. You got to blame the people in the office too.
Yeah, I don't understand why...
I don't understand that, because if they try to juke the man or something... But
anyway,
all these things that
what's the second point?
The second point I want to make, they had a politician make a comment over the TV. WPMR.
Oh, David Hines, yeah.
Yeah, and make a comment, and I wonder if was a PPP person, that they would have bring a big problem in the country. And he make a thing and everybody's silent.
You know, if a PPP man had said that, trust me, the Starbuck News would have carried the GHRA, Guyana Human Rights Association. They would have carried that denunciation front page. The Starbuck News would have run an editorial on it right away. Nothing. You see that kind of hypocrisy is where the government is at an advantage. The government during election time is going to show people, look, you see the hypocrites? When other people make mistakes, they jump on us. But look, when other people make mistakes, they don't say anything. And that is going to sway people to vote for the government. These fools like the Guyana Human Rights Association, the Starbuck News, if they keep on behaving so barefacedly hypocritical, the PPP is at an advantage. They're criticizing the PPP, but they don't see how the PPP is going to turn that rightfully to its advantage. Because every day the Starbuck News says something about the PPP. The Starbuck News carry editorial in which they criticize the PPP ministers for not speaking the right English. Yeah. But look what David Hines did. And you don't hear from the Starbuck News as yet.
But what I'm saying, this was saying with how the things are complicated. The same people are going to vote for the damn people themselves.
No, I think a lot of people can get a rude awakening in this election. People like Irfan Ali, and I think Irfan Ali is going to increase the PPP's parliamentary seats, that's for sure.
I like Irfan Ali, but you have to do, when he go in there, you have to do things, and I go calling him to do certain things. Because you see what Donald Trump and Mr. Musk did? You see all the fatwa was going on in America? We did, even to the here, where we had, we got the food for the poor thing. There's not food for the poor, it's food for the rich. The real people who doesn't need the thing, Mr. Kissoon don't get it. I know a guy living nearby me. When this food for the poor thing come, you know that he calling his people and they sell the people jerseys and the people clothing and all kind of thing. Then he call the people and give them next to nothing. All right, that's my take.
Okay, thanks. Well, the second thing I wanted to talk about is... Hello, good evening.
Good night, Mr. Kissoon.
Yeah, you're on the air. Go ahead.
How are you doing tonight?
I try to do all right in a crazy world.
Okay. I was listening to your program the other night. We had Mr. Jerry Gufayo, a national security advisor. Why you did have the call-in on that night, man?
Well, the call is only on Fridays. You can't... You have to give the guests the hour to speak on what's on their mind.
Okay. Because you want to speak from my mind, especially for taxi, the national security advisor, because I think he's doing a poor job. And he was trying to sugarcoat everything when the other guy was asking him some serious questions. He's sugarcoating it in a nice way and busy buzzing. You know, there's not with politicians. You understand? But my point is tonight, the next president of Guyana going to be Mr. Azadi Mohammed, the man who bringing together all Guyanese. He ain't segregating and wasn't it in half one side while he bringing together all the people of Guyana and the youth, the younger generation. The old generation brainwash we land. We come away from the now. The youth taking over and we thought we are bright. We dealing with race in Guyana. One people why
All right, man. Good. So let me. Okay. You're on the air.
Yeah, good evening, Freddie. I have two things to comment on. Hello?
Yes, you're on the air.
Yeah, I have two things to talk about. The distribution of cash grant. Presently now they're distribution cash grant in Buxton. Now Buxton is a very big village. As the north, the central and the south, I think they could have, like segregate the three areas. So you will know directly where to go. They put everything in one and everybody has to go to Tipperary Hall. I don't know if it's somebody is trying to like set up, like trying to sabotage this cash grant for people to rebel, because it is frustrating a lot of people who have gone there and they're not getting through. Because any sensible person would have said, this place is a big place. You get it northern side they're gonna go this area. The southern side gonna go this area. The central gonna go this area. Even though everybody can able to accommodate that Tipperary, you could have get the area where you're gonna say, well, Buxton North is upstairs, Buxton South is downstairs, etc. And next thing also I want to talk about is the national insurance. Now, I did not know that if you were contributing towards the national insurance, but then you have never made any claim during your period of contribution up to 55 years. Now, when you reach over 55 years, you cannot make any claim. It's only those people who had already were claiming during the process or the period when they were contributing. I don't think that makes any sense, and that needs to be.
But you know that for sure. That sounds a bit strange.
No, yes, I spoke to somebody. I was at the.
So if you're 57 years of age and you work in, people, thousands and thousands of people retire at 60. So if you're 57, you can't make a claim?
What they're saying, if you never made a claim during the period you were contributing, right?
The period you were contributing.
Yeah, you never made a claim. When when you retire or so, you cannot make a claim. Only those people who were contributing
Yeah. But I don't think. I think we need to study that properly. If you make your contribution and you finish, and you stop contributing to NIS, for such a person to make a claim on NIS, that could open the floodgates.
No, but what I'm saying, but then the people who, because I know people, right, who reach retirement age, right, they can go and claim a $10,000 for the spectacle.
But that's everybody. That's for everybody.
No, it's not for everybody. No, if you have never made a claim during your contributory period, you cannot go and claim the $10,000. There is a law.
No. I think the $10,000 is not for everybody.
No, well, that's what I'm saying. I spoke to somebody.
I didn't know that. I thought, I know. I understand what you're saying now. Yeah, but I still believe that when you finish and you retire and you stop contributing to NIS, how could you make a claim?
No, they're still giving you. I think they're still giving you like every 2 years you can claim, or 3 years, something like that. You get a $10,000 for your glasses or so, right? But then the person who have never made a claim period when they were contributing, they can't go and get a $10,000.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but there is a backward policy, and that needs to change. I don't know what is the logic behind that. Now you get a good client or whoever who contributing all the days of their life. They never sick, they never claim for anything, like a spectacle or any medical.
I know, but you're missing my point. Imagine if you multiply that by the thousands that can run the NIS bank.
No, but I'm looking at the moral in the whole thing.
But no.
You have somebody who are contributing and never made a claim for spectacle whatsoever, the $10,000. Now, this person now in dire need, they will glad to get back a $10,000 for the glasses or what's not. You're telling that person who never claimed, who have contributed for all those years, you're telling that person they cannot receive anything, and the person who were taken when they were in the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, etc., that person can continue to get a the $10,000 and the spectacle voucher every 2 years or so forth.
Okay, I didn't know that, but
yeah, so I don't
it's
really
not an
know
easy. I don't think it's.
there's some. It surprised me when somebody told me that say, Marvel, this person never claim anything during the contributory period, so they can't go and claim for get back the $10,000 for the glasses. However, the person who was receiving before, they can continue.
All right. Thanks for coming too.
Okay then, Freddie. You have a good evening.
Bye.
Yeah.
Well, we got 10 minutes more to go, and I wanted to tell you about what I experienced when they have the all conference. They blocked off Seawall Road. They blocked off parts of Main Street, parts of Young Street, parts of Water Street. Now, doing that for the first day, when the president, the head of the army, the ministers have to go, that is perfect. That is understandable. You have to provide security for your president and your head of the army going to the conference. When the president leaves after his 20-minute speech, why you have to continue for days blocking off 5 important arteries because there's a conference at Marriott Hotel? What's the reasoning behind that? At the conference, people drive their car, they go to the hotel. Why you block? So I could not go in Water Street at a place called Toucan to buy the leading pet store in the whole of Guyana. I couldn't go to Toucan to buy pet food. They blocked off Water Street. They blocked off part of Young Street. There is a famous Chinese restaurant named P.F. Chang at Young and Main Street. Nobody could go into that restaurant. Nobody could go to the seawall. Now, for the first day, that is all right. But what is the logic and rationale behind blocking off 5 main arteries for a conference that is going on for 4 days? What nonsense is that? And it's going to go on like that next year. Good evening.
Hi, Freddie. Good night. Good evening. Yeah, I'm calling. Listen, Freddie, I don't think, do you see any opponent that could run beside President Ali right now and give them a run for his money?
No, certainly not. Certainly not the AFC and the PNC. Norton is unelectable, and people wouldn't trust Nigel Hughes.
Yeah, and with this thing, the Blackbush poll with those couple of people who rile up, I think I got a real investigation going with those people, what they were accusing the government of. Because, one minister, like, we had, the PPP government have all the ministers firing on all cylinder, right? And especially Mr. Zulfikar, that man does be on the field. Like, I just want to tell him, man, you need to take a day off and relax. Like, I feel so sorry for him. Like, he goes out days in, days out, and like, he's trying his best. I listen to programs where people thank him for his third visit to the area. Third visit, not the first visit, the third visit, right? But I see something on the social media saying that Mohammed also visited the area. Then those people came out complaining about the thing. So I don't know if that's a plan something or what, but I don't think it's fair for Minister Zulfi. And at no time, like to us, Freddie, Zulfi, like he revamped the Ministry of Agriculture so much, like he make it into like a foreign product, right? Everything is sparkling. I don't know why some of these people complaining for every little thing, right? I mean, the government, we didn't, it's the first cash grant of this sort, right? One person name, 2 person name are name is Ali, and with one little letter, you could give and take for a little mishap with the names or whatsoever. Oh, geez, I saw this lady went on social media. She talking about democracy. I don't know where the hell, how democracy fits into that kind of argument, right? And number two, let's go. If you go to, the government.
Yeah, quickly, our time is going down. Other callers want to get you here.
And, they're not taking a cent of money on duty on the fuel, right? Basically, if they put on duty on fuel, you gotta pay $500 a gallon more. You know how much that is. You know the impact of the cars in Guyana. Everything will skyrocket, right? The price for everything will go up. So there is other stuff the government trying to help everybody with. Some people definitely want to sit down and the government drop a bucket of money and they do every day. That will not satisfy them still.
All right. Thanks for coming through. See you next Friday. Well, I haven't been able to get you in an elaborate way, but I'm saying this and I will say it throughout the year and I will say it next year. If you have an conference and the president or the vice president or his senior ministers are at the conference, you need to block off some streets. When the opening ceremony is finished, President Ali gave his speech and he had to go to Barbados to the heads of conference. Then you remove the barriers. Why are you keeping barriers? Why are you blocking off 5 streets for a conference that is going on oil? What that has to do with blocking up the 5 streets? So aren't people driving in to Marriott and going to the conference? Do you know in any one day there are more vehicles driving into UG than what drove in to the Marriott Hotel for that conference? And no streets are blocked up for people to drive into UG? Why I couldn't get to Tukon. I couldn't get to the garbage truck, the sewage trucks couldn't get into Fort Gwine to empty the sewage. The soldiers, there's a important army training center at Fort Gwine. They couldn't get in. They blocked 5 streets. 5 main street, people going about the business. People have to go to St. Joseph Hospital, which is in the area there. People have to go to Garou, which is an important trade union in Guyana. Why are you blocking the thing up for 4 days? Hello?
Hi, Freddie.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead, sir. Time is going else. We only got 4 more minutes.
No, that's okay. Thanks.
Hello? Good. We've got 4 minutes. Now, let me repeat. Somebody has to explain to me why there's a conference at Marriott and Oil. The delegates come from overseas. They're in the hotel. People from other parts of Guyana come and they want to go to the conference. Why are you blocking up 5 streets? For what purpose? You block off streets and you cordon off streets for security reasons when your important officials are traversing those streets and they need security protection. Tomorrow, there'll be more cars going into UG than the cars that went into the conference. This nonsense must stop next year. Hello?
Police don't really got common sense, you know. So
Who? What?
The police have not really got no common sense.
But not all of them, man. They have good policemen.
Yeah, they have a few good ones here, but then sometimes they don't think.
No, the majority are good. Anyway, thanks for coming. We got 3 more minutes. Let me take this call. Thanks for coming through. Hello?
Hi, Freddie, good night.
Good night.
Let me just touch on 2 quick points. I want to talk about this road that goes into the David Road Special School.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I see that every morning. I go to the park every morning.
It's really like terrible. It's sad to know that we have blind, deaf, dumb, autistic children, right, going to that school, and it's really terrible, right?
A very important child goes to that school. Former Minister of Business, Dominic Gaskin.
Freddie, let me be honest with you. It's sickening. You see, if it rains just for even an hour, it's very sickening. And next point I want to touch on, this Durban Park. I want to know who it really belongs to. It belongs to the state or it belongs to the PNC. Now, that place is a piece of area where I think we can actually take it, refurnish it, right? And have good flag raising. It needs to be recreated into something decent for the citizens of this country. I think the government needs to pay attention to that place and stop playing politics and using integrity, pulling and tugging needs to stop. I think that place needs to be refurnished and we could have our flag raising being done right there too. And we could have got a lot of other events otherwise, other than even flag raising. I think we need to take a note. Freddie, thanks a lot.
Okay.
I think you're doing excellent.
Okay, bye-bye.
Let's continue as well.
Two things. Good evening.
Hi, good evening. Freddie Kissoon show?
Yes, sir. You're on the air, and we've got 1 minute more to go.
Yeah, I'm calling concerning a problem with this.
Come on. Time is going. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, come on. Time is going. We got 40 seconds.
Yeah, I'm calling concerning the so what is it?
What? Good. Our time has we can only take one more call, and that's it. So I'm waiting for that call. If there's no call, let me close by saying that every year when there's an all conference, they block off 5 important roads, so no one can use those roads. So people are going about their business. St. Joseph Hospital, the embassies. Good evening. You have to tune your volume down. I'm hearing the previous caller. Okay.
Concerning the public assistance package.
Yeah. Yeah, go on quickly. Our time has come.
I have 3 kids here, right? And both qualify for the public assistance package, right?
Yeah.
And last year we received for all 3. At the end of term, they only give us 2.
Well, I don't know why. Why you make an inquiry?
They say that when the child is 14, the child don't receive public assistance, right?
Oh, I didn't know that.
What happened there? Let me give you what happened there.
Quickly, yeah.
They said the child is supposed to receive public assistance when the child is over 14. But last year they didn't give for the child between. But this year, when that's supposed to receive for the child, they gave that same child name was on the list again.
I don't know what to say, man. I hope we gotta go. Remember, it's 10 o'clock. Our operators have to go.
That is the package going on with the people controlling the system here. This is in Barbies. I'm calling from Barbies quarantine.
Okay. I hope things improve. I really, from my heart, when you're dealing with small children.
I'll give you a brief. I know you said we time short.
No, but we gotta go.
Brief is that they say the child, once the child is over 14,
yeah.
the child.
Yeah, you said that before.
Right?
Yeah, we gotta go.
Last year, the child name was not on the list.
Yeah, you're repeating yourself. Right. And we gotta go. Thanks for coming through. I wish you the best. Good, we've got to go. Our time has come. I want to close by saying we can't take other calls because the operators have to go home and it's after 10. There are infrastructure works going on, but it's affecting people's mental stability because they can't do what they want to do when they leave their house. It's going on all over. And the vice president saw it and commented on it. You cannot do all the highways, all the main roads at the same time. So right now, the railway embankment, Carifesta Avenue, a whole set of other streets, I got caught in it. Secondly, this nonsense of closing off 5 main roads whenever there's the all conference is atrocious. Why are we closing off roads for 4 days because there's a conference at Marriott. What that has to do with closing off the roads that people have to use to go to the hospital, to go to the seawall, to enjoy themselves. What closing off 5 roads have to do with a conference at the Marriott? You close off roads if the president is going to the conference to protect him. When he goes and he makes his call, you open the conference and people go as normal. And it's going to happen next year. It happened 3 years. It happened this year. And it's going to happen next year. Comes and you can't drive through Young Street. You can't drive through Water Street. You can't drive through Main Street. You can't drive through Battery Road. You can't drive through Seawall Road. What unmitigated nonsense is that? I'm going to talk about this again, and I'm going to keep protesting about it. Why are 5 roads being closed? Because there's a conference at the Marriott. Oh my God. I want to close by. We gotta close. Our point to say we have to go. Thanks for being with us. We will see you on Matrimony Night, Monday, holiday. Media work on a holiday. See you Monday evening. Catch you later. Bye-bye.